the Trump administration's disdain for Europe. It's no secret that the Trump administration has a complicated relationship with Europe. Recent reports have shed light on the extent of this disdain, with leaked messages from a high-level group chat revealing the Trump team's utter contempt for their European allies. At the heart of this animosity lies the belief that Europe is a freeloader taking advantage of America's generosity without reciprocating. This sentiment is often expressed in the context of NATO, with the administration complaining that European countries don't spend enough on defense, relying on the United States to bail them out. However, this perception of Europe as a freeloader goes beyond just defense spending. In the leaked group chat, Trump's team also accused Europe of freeloading on the role of the US Navy in guaranteeing global maritime trade, with Vice President Vance arguing that only 3% of US trade runs through the Suez Canal, compared to 40% of European trade. The administration's disdain for Europe also extends to economic matters, with Trump himself viewing the US-EU trade deficit as proof that Europe is exploiting American consumers without buying enough American goods in return. But is this narrative of Europe as a freeloader truly justified? While it's true that the US spends more on defense than most NATO members, and that the US Navy plays a crucial role in securing global trade, these actions are primarily driven by America's own strategic interests, not altruism. The US military buildup, for instance, is largely motivated by the desire to maintain American hegemony and counter the rise of China, rather than a concern for Europe's security. Similarly, the US Navy's presence in the Middle East is not about protecting Europe, but about preserving American influence and putting pressure on Iran. Furthermore, the trade deficit is largely a consequence of the dollar's status as the world's reserve currency, which creates extra demand for US assets and makes American goods more expensive. This is a deliberate policy pursued by successive US administrations, not something imposed on the United States by Europe. In conclusion, while there may be legitimate disagreements between the US and Europe on various issues, the Trump administration's portrayal of Europe as a freeloader is a simplistic and often misleading narrative. The reality is that the US has long pursued its own strategic interests, creating opportunities for European countries to benefit, which is not easily reducible to a tale of American generosity and European freeloading. US interests often align with those of Europe, fostering a cooperative dynamic that transcends simple narratives of freeloading or dependence. Ultimately, both sides must navigate a multitude of shared challenges, reinforcing the importance of dialogue over divisive rhetoric. As the global landscape evolves, the relationship between the US and Europe is crucial for addressing issues like climate change, security threats, and economic stability. Both sides stand to gain by acknowledging their interconnectedness and working together towards mutual goals, rather than letting simplistic narratives define their partnership. The future of US-European relations will depend on fostering understanding and cooperation, ensuring that narratives of division do not overshadow the potential for collaboration. In these shared experiences, bonds are strengthened, fostering a sense of unity and collective responsibility to address the challenges that lie ahead.